Yeah, I mean, like, it's crazy. It's crazy as ever. For real, because, like, yeah, this cop, like, did some crazy stuff. Whatever. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm messing with the zoo. The zoo had, like, I think some liquor or something like that. And this dude, like, he told us to, like, like, put the cork on the container or being arrested or whatever. So, when the dude had the open container, right? He handed it right to the officer. And the officer pointed out, dude, like, took on the arm. And the officer is just like, something was out of pocket. Rather, it was out of pocket for it. He just rushed the dude, put him down on the ground, like, putting all his weight on his back of his neck, and all his weight on his back. Rather. And then he, like, have his hands planted down on the ground. Dude was like, put your hands behind your back, put your hands behind your back. Dude couldn't even do it. And he was going too far. But like, just like, mashing his head into the ground. The dude, like, tried to grab his hand and like, grab his wrist and get his arm up off him or whatever. This dude ended up punching this man upside his head like 4 times. It was crazy. It was crazy as ever. This dude was like, roasting the heck out this, like, cop or whatever, whatnot. And the cop got in his feelings. So he, like, rushed him down to the ground again. And then start hitting him again. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's crazy. So, yeah, I mean, like, the cop is, like, paying for that or whatever, whatnot. And, like, like, so they should not be punting people that's not, like, trained to be out there. I mean, like, for real though, because, like, that's, like, putting people's life at risk. I mean, not true, because, like, dude, like, had this dude all up on the ground, or whatever, and he, like, running to tase him. That's crazy. That's crazy as ever. For real though. I know. So, seriously, it's crazy as ever. I don't know. Anyway, so, yeah, I mean, like, this, like, one more man up there, like, I think she was up in London, killing his, like, friend, or whatever and whatnot. She stuck him in the knife, with the, knife in his throat, or whatever. And, like, he didn't make it. He died from it. So they, put her right in a mental place or whatever. I'm like, that's crazy. It's crazy as ever. I'm like, that woman should be 17. For real though. Because, like, she murdered somebody. For real though. I'm like, that's crazy stuff. They didn't even turn off jail something or nothing. For real though, that's crazy. I mean, I know it's all up in London, but for real though, that's some crazy stuff. They banned her from the, like, those parts or whatever, but she said these are serving some consecutive years for that. For real though, I mean, like, that's some messed up stuff. I mean, I'm telling you, and like, shoot. And this one lady and her daughter up there going crazy up there on this ring doorbell or whatever and whatnot. And like messing with the neighbor and all that. No matter what kind of neighbor it be. Like, and the police don't want to do nothing about it. They don't want to do nothing. All the evidence they showing on that camera, and they don't want to see it because they don't want to do nothing about it. They don't want to do nothing about it. Yeah, They keep on doing civil harassment. They keep on doing that. And they gonna continue on doing that. So, for all the individuals in the suburbs, hey, y'all better be careful. Real though, because like, yeah, they let a lot of stuff slide, like that's getting out of hand or whatever. Real though, I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's crazy as ever. Real though. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just up there, just like, running around, whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? For real though. I'm like, so, and like, I just like, recently, like, watched this little about these two dudes that were like, that's that speaking about like DEI and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude like put a grant up like for that or whatever and then took it back. I'm like, for what? Because you don't know what that, you don't know not about that for real though. But anyway, I'm like, you gonna make up your mind, make up your mind. He made up his mind when he took that money back. That's what he did. That's what he did. He did that. For real though. Anyway, so yeah, that was crazy. And then what to say? Dude didn't know what to say. The other dude didn't know what to say either. It was crazy. I'm like, oh my goodness. Shoot. Real though. And like, I'm glad they, like, they starting to hear her out or whatever. And I'm talking about just McCracken. You know what I'm saying? Because the other video that I watched, like, you know what I'm saying, they like, start like, like annoying her and speaking over her and stuff just because she's had a cuss word. Right? I mean, like, when like this orange-haired puppet say a cuss word, they just ignore it. But when Jasmine Crockett say a cuss word, then they gonna get on and try to get all up on her about it. Hey, really? That's crazy. That's crazy, ever. For real though. I'm like, shoot. And yes, I'm gonna vote for it. For real though. She got my vote. For real, because like she be speaking on like, the actual stuff that's like, that's important. Or whatever whatnot. For real though. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I don't got nothing against James Tillerico or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shoot, I made up my mind, I'm picked the president, I'm gonna vote for it. For real though. Anyway, so, yeah, I mean, like, so, this, like, Mega Priest said something about, I think he was a pastor when I, for real though. He, like, trying to get God to, like, help, like, James Tillerico meet his demise. For real though. I'm like, he's saying he trying to tell God to kill James Tillerico. That's crazy as ever. I'm like, shoot, I'm like, that's some messed up stuff. For real though. I'm like, yeah, it's crazy. Right. Anyway, when I do, when this cup was doing that to that dude or whatever, and this was all up in Florida, he put bogus charges on him. Bogus charges on this man. For real. I'm like, can't be out there saying saw that battery. And when the cop up there did that, the cop did a sort of battery. Not the dude. He didn't do none of that. Real. But that's crazy as ever. I'm like, yeah, I mean, like, so, because, like, I didn't even see that. What I saw is that cop doing it. That's about it. I seen that cop doing it. And that's crazy that he tried to cover it up. Although what I saw on the video was like the cop taking that action. For real though. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, hit the bell notification so you see my next upload and my next post, and make sure man get no one tomorrow. And oh yeah, you can check out my previous videos if you like it. So long, farewell, goodbye.